So Simple tutorial. Good morning students. Welcome to SST So Simple tutorial. In the previous session we had discussed the factors responsible for location of manufacturing industries. Today we will move ahead and read classification of industries. Students, there are n number of manufactured products such as bulbs, edible oil, petrol, matches, medicines, bikes and so on that we use in our everyday life. Classifying the various industries based on a particular criterion enables us to understand their manufacturing better. So let's start. Industries may be classified as first on the basis of the source of raw materials used. On the basis of the sources of raw materials used, we have agro-based industries and mineral-based industries. Those industries that use agro-based products as raw materials are known as agro-based industries. They derive their raw materials directly from agriculture. For example, cotton industries, woolen industries, sugar, tea, coffee, edible oil, etc. On the other hand, those industries that use mineral and metal as raw materials are known as mineral based industries. For example, iron and steel, aluminium, cement, and petrochemicals. According to their main role, we classify them into basic and consumer industries. Basic industries are those industries which supply their products as raw materials to manufacture other goods. For example, iron and steel industry. They are also called key industries. Consumer industries are those industries that produce goods for direct use by consumers. For example, sugar industries. Sugar is used directly by the consumers. So is paper industry producing toothpastes. The third classification is based on the basis of capital investment. On this basis, they are small scale industries and large scale industries. A small scale industry is defined with reference to the maximum investment allowed on the assets of a unit. This unit has changed over a period of time. At present, the maximum investment allowed is rupees 1 crore. In any industry, if the investment is more than 1 crore, it is called a large scale industry. These industries generally employ a large number of laborers. If the investment is less than 1 crore, it is called small scale industry. This definition is necessary because the government gives certain concessions and incentives to the small scale industries on the basis of ownership. Just recall the economics chapter, sectors of economy. What we discussed as public sector and private sector, the same thing is here. In addition, we have joint sector and cooperative sector. Public sector is owned and operated by government agencies. For example, BHEL, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited. Private sector industries are owned and operated by individuals or a group of individuals. For example, TISCO, that is Tata Iron and Steel Company. Reliance Petrochemicals. You all know who owns TISCO and Reliance. They are well-known personalities of our country. Joint sector industries are those industries that are run jointly by the state and individuals or a group of individuals. The term joint itself speaks the meaning. For example, All India Limited, OIL. Cooperative sector industries are owned and operated by the producers or suppliers of raw materials, workers or both. They pool in the resources and share the profits or losses proportionately. Sugar industries in Maharashtra is one such example. Then we have coir industry in Kerala. We have one more classification based on the bulk and weight of the raw material and finished goods. Heavy industries and light industries. Heavy industries involves big plants covering large areas of land. Also, They normally require heavy capital investment. For example, iron and steel industries. Light industries are small in scale. They use light raw materials and produce light goods such as electrical or electronic goods. Normally, they need only limited amount of investment. Also, they cause little pollution compared with a heavy industry. Now, if I ask you about TISCO, what it is, you can say that it is a private sector, basic, mineral based, large scale, heavy industry. That is all about the topic today. Time for probable questions now. 1. Distinguish between large scale and small scale industry with examples. 2. Distinguish between agro based and mineral based industries. 3. What is consumer industry? Let me stop here, students. Now it is your time to read your textbook and prepare answer to these questions. In the next class, we will read agro based industries. Till then, keep reading and have a nice time. Thank you.